Hey guys, back at Farmer Pat here. For those of you who missed it, I did a massive cassava harvest yesterday. Guys, I harvested over 40 pounds from one cassava root. Anyway, first I'm gonna show you how the easy way to cut the cassava, because guys, when I just started growing cassava, I didn't know how to cut it. So I'm gonna show you how to make it 10 times easier to cut your cassava, and then we're gonna make cassava flour together for the first time. So looking forward to it. Let's get started, guys. So far, this is what I've cut up so far. As you can see, the cassava is very fresh, very white, very perfect. And I have this massive piece that I'm about to cut up. So I'm gonna show you a very easy way to cut the cassava. Cassava is a root crop, just like you have potatoes, you have your sweet potatoes that grow on the ground. It tastes very similar. The closest thing I would think of is like a potato. You eat it and you cook it like a potato, except cassava has cyanide in its raw form, so you never ever want to eat cassava raw. You want to cook it. It usually takes about 30 minutes to cook it all the way through. When you're cutting up your cassava, after you've peeled it, when you're cutting it up to prepare it or cook it or store it, be sure to kind of cut it in similar sizes. That will make the cooking process a lot more even, so you don't have some pieces hard and some pieces soft. Anyway, I want to show you first how we cut our cassava. And guys, this is what the peel looks like. I've already peeled quite a bit, and then I decided to bring you guys in on it so you can see exactly how to cut it up. So cassava, maybe I should start off with a smaller one to better demo, because this one's going to be pretty hard. Might have to call in the reinforcement on that one. Cassava can go bad very quickly, so you want to get this process within, I would say within a day or two after harvest. So you're going to need a sharp knife. It's pretty hard to cut through. And then when you slice your pieces, you want to kind of slice them in around even sizes. So first we're going to slice it up, then I'm going to show you the easy way to peel it. All right, so you can see this is perfectly fresh, it's really perfect cassava. So the easy way to peel it, you're going to hold it on the side like this, take a sharp knife and just score the skin. You just put a slight little cut in the skin. All right, you see? You're not going all the way through, you just cut in the skin. Then you see that ring? That's around the cassava, that's actually the skin. So where you just cut, put your fingernail in there. Let me try and do it this way. You put your fingernail in, and you're gonna peel it off like how you peel off a shirt, look. And just as simple as that, you're peeling cassava. See? Took like seconds to come off. Let's do this again. So slightly score the cassava skin just to go through that first layer. And then put your fingernail in. And then once you get it started, you just slide your finger in like this and slide. Hear that? Hear that sound? That's the cassava peeling. And then let's go to the other side. And there you go. Perfect cassava, perfectly white, perfectly fresh. And then all the cassava has like a vein going through the middle. I like to remove the vein. You can remove it now, or if you're gonna boil it, it removes easily when you boil it. But see, there's this vein that goes right on the middle, but it's very woody and it's very hard or difficult to eat. So it's really better to remove it before you do your final cooking. All right, if you have a smaller sharp knife, it's a lot easier to take out. So now this is ready to go in the water. And I'm just keeping the cassava in the water until I'm finished cutting up all of it. So what I've done in the past with my cassava, there's two ways to freeze it. You can either cook it, boil it for 30 minutes to make sure it's fully cooked before you freeze it. That way, whenever you're ready for it, that's what we've done in the past. We boil it, make sure it's fully cooked, make sure it's fork tender, and then we freeze it. So whenever we want to make cassava fries or cassava dumpling or anything we want to cook, the cassava is already fully cooked. So then we can easily just make the fries. Today, because I have just so much cassava, guys, as I said, I have over 40 pounds of cassava. I'm probably just going to freeze most of it raw. But what I'll do is when I label it, I'm going to label raw cassava, because most of the cassava that we have from last year in the fridge was cooked. All right, so again, we slice through it. You see that vein? That vein. We're going to just gently pick this up, see? And remove that vein. Cassava is really a good staple food across many parts of the world. It's really popular in Africa and different countries in Africa. It's in Indonesia, across Latin America, and definitely in the Caribbean. This is definitely a great source of calories. It's very calorie rich. It has fiber, it has vitamins, it has minerals, it has vitamin C, thiamine, folic acid, manganese. It can be eaten as a root vegetable. It can be eaten in stews. It can be eaten as side dishes. We can make tons of desserts with it. It's a really versatile food. I'm so glad that I have cassava grown in my garden, guys. It's really good. Just speed up the camera a bit because, guys, as I said, it's like 40 pounds of cassava. I have a lot of cassava to go through. So, see you on the other side. Guys, this is what they call some perfect cassava. Because I cut it, I didn't wait to cut it. I peeled everything one day after I harvested it. Everything is still lily white. Everything is super fresh. And the little parts that were a little bit hard, I cut those off so I wouldn't spoil whatever dish I'm making. I learned from experience that if you try to save the woody pieces, they taste woody when you're eating them. So I took off all the woody pieces. Anything that had any little marks, I took them off. And this is all just perfectly fresh, 1 day old cassava. I'm going to go ahead and freeze the majority of this. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to make some cassava flour. It's getting a bit late, so I'm going to make some cassava flour tomorrow. And who knows, guys, we may even try my hand at making some bami. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next video. Bye now.